Right, hello guys, watching Geek Samboy, and today's another video, another review on the channel. Today we're going to do something very interesting indeed. We're talking about Harry Potter, the second Harry Potter movie, The Chamber of Secrets. This one's an interesting one. I haven't watched this in absolute ages, so it's very interesting and to try and remember stuff. I've only just watched it now, so I should be refreshed and fine. Even if it was like a 2.5, almost 3 hour film, but so I loved. Let's start with the beginning stuff. There's a little inkling between, um, basically Ron's sister and Harry Potter maybe getting together, and then at the end of the film we have Ron and Hermione, a little awkward hugging scenario when Hermione's back to normal again, hinting maybe a relationship between them. So I like there's little sparks, there's little stuff planning out and threading through each film, even from the second one, and there's like 8 of these to get through. So I love that, and the planning towards that. We got to see a few of the past stuff, like there was Tom that we learned to find out is Lord Voldemort, and we get to see his past scenario, and we get to see Hagrid as a younger version of him, and maybe possibly open the secrets, the Chamber of Secrets. However, we learn that actually the person that opened the Chamber of Secrets was in fact Ron's sister, who I can't say her name because I keep forgetting it, so I'm just going to call her Ron's sister. She opens it because she's been possessed by a other person who's actually being possessed by Lord Voldemort and using them as puppets, sort of thing, to get him back into real life and reality instead of just a memory. Lord Voldemort is fighting back. He fought back in the first movie with the two-faced sort of guy, and now he's fighting back again. This time it's a bit more interesting, a lot more involved with snakes, and we learn that Harry Potter's powers are basically from Voldemort, and that a tiny bit of Voldemort went into Harry, and Harry has to make the right decision, and that's what makes him different and change. Really, at the end of the film, we kind of learn that. I think that's nice little moral that even what situations you're in, you can still make the right decisions, and you don't have to be your backstory. You don't have to be evil and this and that. You can actually take your own path and be good, which I like. Also, Dobby in this at the start of the film trying to warn Harry not to get to Hogwarts, and the family again being horrible to Harry is just, it's a nice thing to see because it's like, oh, I forgot these are in this universe, and they're being mean to Harry and locking him up in his bedroom and stuff like that. And Dobby is a free elf by the end of this movie because we learn that if you give him a piece of clothing, he will be free, and Harry manages to trick the master to do that of him, and he gets to be a free elf and defeat and save Harry's life, which Harry Potter says don't ever do that again, which may link into maybe he will, and maybe that will be a sacrifice into play in a future movie. Also, we have obviously the helpers of Lord Voldemort coming to power again, and we kind of learn that it's actually, I don't know his name, Crawley. So the guy with the blonde hair, really long hair, the teacher, and then he's got a son who's like basically Harry Potter's arch enemy. In this, who's playing the Quidditch match in the training up for that. Them two are basically helping Lord Voldemort, basically, and their family's corrupt. You can kind of get that from the first film, but you get that more here. Everything's definitely playing upon each other, building up for bigger things to come in the movies, which I like. We have the headmaster, who's a lovely guy, just always on Harry Potter's side. You broke the rules, but yeah, good on you for doing it. It's like you do it for the right reasons. Harry in this is very good in this, and David Bradley yet again being amazing in what scenes he has been in. Hermione getting stuck and trapped is a very interesting scenario, but it takes her out of the equation for a bit, so more Ron and Harry dynamic and that going on, and that's hilarious. The spider scene's very creepy, and when it jumps at him at the car, you're like, that's very, very interesting. And then you've also got this old woman who died 50 years ago, who's a ghost, is very weird, and I'm sure she pops up again at some point. The fear of closing Hogwarts is always a present. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this, and there's a lot of stuff. Obviously, there's the fun bits of trying to get Harry to Hogwarts. He gets lost and something like that, and then you also had that teacher who's very pompous and like he wrote books of how he saved the day and stuff, but actually he didn't do anything. And he's actually a coward, and he's just living off the fame. There's weird mythical creatures we have in this, like the pixie people that are taking people. What's his name? Longbottom gets took and dragged onto a lamp, which is hilarious. And he's like, "Why is it always me?" It's just a fun ongoing gag treating him badly, and it's good. It works. And then you've also got the noise creatures. So yeah, there's a lot of weird, magnificent creatures, and you have the snake, obviously, which I think's a bit too easily defeated, but Harry's gonna have to defeat it somehow. So fair enough. Credit to it. Yeah, that's my thoughts, really, guys. I think this is a solid story. It's mainly a build-up story to lead to bigger things. And Ron's family, we get to see all of them this time, and it's lovely to see. And the dad's hilarious, and the mom's very much like blah 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 with the talking letter. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of good stuff, and the CGI kind of lives up, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts and my opinions, guys. I'm gonna give this out of 10 an 8. Yeah, an 8 out of 10. Why not? I think I gave the first film an 8 out of 10, so it's pretty much on par with that. I wouldn't mind giving a 9 to a future Harry Potter film, so they need to boost it up a little bit. But yeah, it's decent film, solid stuff. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel because we're trying to get to channel goal before the end of the year. And also, we do movies on Marvel, DC, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Doctor Who, you name it, we'll review it. So this channel really is for everyone, so you might as well subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys on a new video very soon. Have a nice day.